Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this week's episode of the Originals' 5th and final season on the CW, which is episode 10 of season 5, called There in the Disappearing Light. So yeah, we're finally back from that 3-week break we had. I know one of the breaks was probably for, the 4th of July and everything. Hope you guys had a good one, by the way. But at the same time, those are 2 extra weeks that I have no idea why they would just do that in the middle of the final season and before the last 4 episodes. But yeah, the good news is there's no more breaks. It's just going to be a straight shot, 3 episodes left. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. Part of me just wants to see the final couple episodes or so right now just to see what happens. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna wish I would have savored it more too. So, maybe it's good that it's spaced out a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, this episode, There in the Disappearing Light, I liked it quite a bit. Now I know people have been really mixed on Danielle Rose Russell's performance in the show so far as Hope Michelson, and I get that. I think a part of it though is that the character was written a little bit oddly this season, at least for a part of it. And I'm still somewhat mixed on her myself. And I know another complaint people have about this season is that they feel like it's less of a goodbye to the originals and more like a like a preview or an ad for Legacies. Which it kind of is in a way, I guess. But for me, anyway, I've still really liked this final season so far because, in fact, they've still had some really good emotional character beats for the people that we've cared about. Although, again, some of you think that they're needlessly killing off characters, and especially due to what happened to Haley. And spoilers if you're not seeing this episode, we just lost Josh. Although he wasn't a main character at all, but still you could include him in that. I guess to say something like that, we'll have to see what happens to the last few of them here. Like how they handle whatever happens with Elijah. Rebecca maybe, Klaus of course. So we have to wait on that complaint, I think, at least for me. But I think it's been a really well-paced season, honestly. And this episode, I think, at least performance-wise, has been Danielle Rose Russell's best. Because we see her and Klaus, sort of trying to work through her rage and her anger, which I think was probably my favorite part of the whole episode. Because Klaus, how he would take things out, especially in the past. So it was good that he was trying to, sort of coach Hope through this. That was good, throw the immortal hybrid around, right? And then just how, how proud he seemed of Hope, almost kind of embracing that part of herself with Roman there. And again, I'm still not really a fan of the Hope and Roman romance, though. I feel like it's a little bit odd. I know this whole episode is based around, Hope seeing that, it wasn't his fault and, how merciful she is and everything like that, how he was kind of pulled in by his mother. something about the kid. I don't know if it's the actor. I just don't believe that he's really that good of a person. He still seems kind of odd and sort of bratty and just sort of clinging to whatever he can to keep himself alive. I don't know. Okay, I hope he's not going to be a part of Legacy, so I'm assuming he's going to be killed off. I'm assuming he's going to be killed off somehow this season. But still, I think Danielle Rose Russell gave a pretty good performance in this one. I like how afraid she made Roman at first. With the way Hope is lashing out, I just think she really showed her range a little bit more as an actress. And I think hopefully she's a little bit more promising to some of you. Not saying you have to like her more than Summer Fontana, who I think is just it's a completely different version of Hope, really, so you can't just, compare them. But yeah, apologize for my hair as well, it's not really that best. But then you also have Elijah, he meets up with Antoinette again. Again, I always love seeing Jamie Murray. But at first it did feel odd that Elijah is still so sure of himself with her. Because I remember how he was like pushing her away after he knew what happened to Haley and everything, and now he's just, I love you so much, I can't do anything else. So that felt a little bit jarring to me. As well as like pretty much no reflection on Haley in this episode, but it looks like we're gonna be getting that in the next one with Elijah actually having flashbacks in his head. So that should be pretty good. I did really like how Antoinette and Elijah set up, the people in this episode, and just pretty much locked them into a trap with Klaus and Hope. Marcel seeing what happened as well, and Hope unleashing that power we've seen in those promos, for the season. I thought it was pretty cool. Although it felt a little bit anticlimactic that we just seen the guy bleeding through his eye, just blood coming down his eyes a little bit, and he just sort of dropped. I don't know, I felt like it should have been a little more violent, but a little bit more powerful than that. As like an end result, but I don't know. Like maybe all their heads just came off. I don't know. But yeah. And we also have to talk about Josh in this episode. Marcel is captured by those same people. I felt this device they're using is a little bit odd. I also felt like Marcel is a little bit underpowered in this episode. Because I really haven't brought up how powerful he's supposed to be at all lately. And yeah, he fought off some of them handedly, and then they used the witch to sort of incapacitate him. But still, I felt like they didn't emphasize that he's supposed to be this strong force. And it's like not even part of the equation now. He's almost like a regular vampire again, almost. But I do think they need to show that again somehow. I'm not sure. But yeah, Josh ends up getting to him eventually after he's distracted by a cute boy at a bar. And then he ends up getting injected with the stuff himself and slowly dying. I did think it was a really nice scene between Marcel and Josh, though, as he died. Just reminiscing about their history together. I thought it was quite nice. Good acting on both the part of Charles Michael Davis and the actor that plays Josh. Sorry, I don't have his name in my head right now, but again, Josh wasn't a main character, but he's been there, pretty much since like they're saying, since the start. So I still felt like it was respectful to that. I know a lot of people did like Josh, especially with Aiden and everything, and it was good to see the actor for Aiden come back and that sequence with Josh in the woods and everything. So yeah. Overall, I'm giving this episode about a 9 out of 10 or so. Probably no lower, but I'm still kind of waiting because I just really want to see what happens with Klaus here. Because again, Klaus, he's possibly my all-time favorite character in anything, be it TV, movie, whatever. I have a poster right there, which I need to sort of adjust a little crooked right now, but also I should tell you guys that there's if you guys are fans of the show, they do conventions pretty much every year. But they're having their last set of conventions next year, 2019. I know there's going to be one in Chicago, which I'm trying like hell to go to. I'll talk about that in a second. I think there's like New Jersey, and then there's somewhere else, I'm not sure. But look it up for sure. And I've always planned on going to one. I'm going to try and make it to Chicago next year for Joseph Morgan, especially. I need to meet him. If I never met him, I don't know. just something I gotta do. But Ian Somerhalder, of course, Paul Wesley, some others I haven't announced yet. Matt Davis. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, anything else I didn't mention about the episode, feel free to, and we can talk more about it. You can comment on Facebook, Instagram, on Twitter as well. Like, subscribe, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.